The doom scroll trap. At 7:15 a.m., before his feet hit the floor, he's scrolling. Meet Alex, 22-year-old graphic designer. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit. One more swipe, just checking. But here's what's actually happening inside his brain. Every scroll delivers a tiny dopamine hit, your brain's reward chemical. It feels harmless, even productive sometimes, but you're training your brain to crave interruption instead of depth. Studies show the average person checks their phone 96 times daily. That's once every 10 minutes while awake. Each time you context switch, your brain needs up to 23 minutes to fully refocus. You're bleeding hours of focus without realizing it. Alex used to paint on weekends. Now he watches painting videos instead, consuming content about creativity while never creating anything himself. What to do instead? Morning phone ban. First 60 minutes, no screen. Replace scroll time with one creative action. Write 3 sentences. Sketch one idea. Move your body for 10 minutes. Anything that makes instead of takes. Morning chaos, no routine. 8:03 a.m. Alex is late again. He slept through his alarm, skipped breakfast, forgot his laptop charger. His day started in emergency mode, and his nervous system knows it. Cortisol floods his bloodstream. His body thinks he's running from danger. Here's the problem. When you start reactively, your brain stays reactive all day. You bounce between tasks, responding to pings and requests. Harvard research shows people without morning routines are 30% less productive. They feel busy, but accomplish little that matters. Compare that to Ethan, 24-year-old software developer. He wakes at 6:30 a.m., same time, every day, even in weekends. For the first 10 minutes of the day, he writes down 3 priorities. Not 20 tasks, 3. The ones that actually move his life forward. This isn't about being rigid. It's about starting with intention instead of chaos. Your first hour sets your brain's operating mode. Neuroscientists call it decision fatigue. Every choice drains mental energy. Morning routines eliminate hundreds of micro decisions before your day begins. What to do instead? Design your morning the night before. Clothes laid out. Breakfast planned. Top 3 priorities written down. Wake up and execute. No phone for the first hour. Your brain is sharpest then. Use it for what matters. The snooze button lie. 6:30 a.m. First alarm, Alex hits snooze. 6:39 a.m. Second alarm. Snooze again. 6:48 a.m. He finally drags himself up, groggy and defeated. He thinks he's getting extra rest. He's actually destroying his sleep quality and starting the day in a deficit. Here's the science. Sleep cycles run in 90-minute loops. Deep sleep, REM sleep, light sleep, repeat. When your alarm goes off, you're exiting a cycle. Hit snooze, and you start a new cycle you can't finish. Your brain gets confused. You wake up in sleep inertia, that foggy, exhausted feeling. Studies show snoozing reduces cognitive performance for up to 4 hours after waking. You're trading 9 minutes for half your morning. Ethan sets one alarm. When it rings, he sits up immediately. No negotiation. Feet on floor, lights on, day started. The first 3 seconds are the hardest. After that, momentum builds. He feels alert within minutes instead of dragging through the morning. What to do instead? Place your alarm across the room. Standing up to turn it off breaks the snooze reflex. Expose yourself to bright light immediately. Open curtains or turn on lights. Light signals your brain. Day has started. Consuming instead of creating. 8 p.m. Alex finishes work. He opens YouTube. Just one video. 3 hours later, he's watched 40. Productivity tips, design tutorials, motivational talks. He feels informed, maybe even inspired, but he hasn't created a single thing. This is the consumption trap. It feels like progress, but prevents it. Your brain doesn't distinguish between watching someone build and building yourself. Both trigger satisfaction, but only one creates actual results. Alex watches tutorials on logo design. Ethan designs logos. After 6 months, Ethan has a portfolio. Alex has a watch list. The psychology, consuming is comfortable. Creating is uncomfortable. Tutorials feel educational, but watching 100 videos won't teach you what making one thing will. What to do instead? The 3-to-1 rule. For every 3 hours consuming content, create for 1 hour. Minimum. Close the tutorial. Open the blank canvas. Start messy. Ship something imperfect. Iteration beats infinite preparation every time. Neglecting movement. 11 a.m. Alex has been sitting for 3 hours straight, coding, designing, scrolling. His back aches. His focus is shot. He feels heavy. Movement isn't optional. It's brain fuel. When you sit still, blood flow drops. Oxygen delivery to your brain decreases. Cognitive performance declines. Stanford research shows walking boosts creative output by 60%. Even 10 minutes resets mental clarity. But most people treat movement like a luxury. Ethan uses micro breaks. Every 90 minutes, he stands. He walks outside for 10 minutes, no phone, no podcast, just movement and fresh air. This activates his default mode network, the brain's creative circuit where ideas connect. That's why solutions appear during walks, not at desks. A sedentary lifestyle shrinks the hippocampus, the brain region responsible for memory and learning. Sitting too much literally makes you dumber over time. What to do instead? Set a timer every 90 minutes. Stand up. Walk around your space or outside. 2 minutes minimum. Add one intentional walk daily. No headphones, no distractions. Let your mind wander. Ideas will come. Living without intention. Another day ends. Alex feels busy but empty. He worked 8 hours, scrolled for 3, watched TV for 2. But what did he build? What mattered? He's drifting. No clear goals. Just reacting to whatever demands attention loudest. This is how years disappear without progress. People who don't plan their day perform 30% worse than those who do. That's not motivation talk. That's Harvard data. Your brain has 2 modes, proactive or reactive. Without intention, you default to reactive. Emails, messages, other people's priorities. Your goals get pushed to someday. Ethan spends 10 minutes every morning planning. 3 priorities maximum, tasks that actually move his life forward. He time blocks them into his calendar. This isn't about perfection. It's about direction. Knowing what matters before the day hijacks your attention. What to do instead? Every evening, write tomorrow's top 3 priorities, not 20 tasks. 3. Schedule them as appointments with yourself. Treat them as non-negotiable. Everything else is secondary. This single habit transforms busy into effective. Ignoring sleep hygiene. 12:47 a.m. Alex is still awake, scrolling in bed, blue light blasting his face. He tells himself just 5 more minutes. His alarm is set for 6:30 a.m. That's 6 hours if he falls asleep now, but he won't. His brain is wired from screens. Sleep isn't rest, it's active maintenance. Your brain clears toxins, consolidates memories, and grows new neural connections. Skip sleep and cognition collapses. Studies show sleep deprivation reduces cognitive performance like being legally drunk. Even mild sleep debt, less than 7 hours, impairs focus, memory, and decision-making. Ethan treats sleep like a performance enhancer because that's what it is. He starts his wind down at 10 p.m. Lights dimmed, phone off, book in hand, no caffeine after 2 p.m., no screens 1 hour before bed. His bedroom is a sleep cave. Cool, dark, quiet. What to do instead? Set a digital sunset. 1 hour before bed, all screens off. Replace scrolling with reading, journaling, or stretching. Keep your bedroom cool, 65 to 68 degrees. Use blackout curtains. Make your room a sleep sanctuary, not an entertainment center. Avoiding difficult emotions. 8:30 p.m. Alex feels anxious. He doesn't know why. Instead of sitting with it, he opens his phone, scrolls, orders food, watches TV. He's numbing. The discomfort fades temporarily, but the emotion doesn't disappear. It just waits and grows. This is emotional avoidance, using distractions to escape feelings you don't want to face. It feels protective. It's actually destructive. Unprocessed emotions accumulate. They leak into your decisions, relationships, and self-image. Avoidance stops growth. Awareness creates it. Ethan feels the same anxiety, but he sits with it. 5 minutes, no distractions. He asks, what am I actually feeling? Why? Sometimes he journals. Other times he just breathes. The emotion doesn't vanish, but it loses its power. He understands it instead of fearing it. What to do instead? When discomfort arises, pause. Don't reach for your phone. Sit with the feeling for 5 minutes. Name it. Explore it. Journal 3 sentences. What I'm feeling. why I might feel this way, what I need right now. This simple practice builds emotional intelligence, saying yes to everything. 2 p.m. Alex gets a message. His friend needs help moving this weekend. He's exhausted. He wants to rest, but he says yes. Later, his coworker asks him to cover a shift. He has plans. He says yes anyway. Another request, another yes. He's running on empty. Every yes to something you don't want is a no to something you need. Your time, your energy, your priorities. This is how burnout happens. People-pleasing feels generous. It's actually self-abandonment. You teach others your needs come last, and you teach yourself boundaries are optional. Ethan says no, not rudely, not always, but when his energy is low or his priorities are clear, he protects them. I can't this weekend becomes a complete sentence. No elaborate excuses, no guilt. Boundaries aren't selfish. They're how you stay whole. What to do instead? Before saying yes, pause. Ask yourself, does this align with my priorities? Do I have the energy? Will I resent this? If the answer is no, decline respectfully. I can't take that on right now is enough. Practice until it feels natural. Constant multitasking. 3 p.m. Alex is writing an email while on a call, while checking Slack, while half listening to a podcast. He feels productive. He's actually scattered. Multitasking is a myth. What you're doing is task switching, rapidly jumping between activities. Each switch drains focus and increases errors. Research shows productivity drops 40% when multitasking. You're not doing more. You're doing everything worse and exhausting yourself in the process. Ethan single tasks, one thing at a time until it's complete or at a stopping point. Email gets full attention, then the call, then Slack. His work finishes faster. Quality improves. Stress drops. The hardest part isn't the work. It's resisting the pull of everything else screaming for attention. What to do instead? Choose one task. Close everything else. Work on it until done or at a natural break. Then move to the next. If another thought arises, write it down instead of acting immediately. Capture it. Return to it later. This protects your focus.